welcome to Let's Talk Show with Sophia Dhahabu. Guys, I want to first thank you for subscribing, for liking and enjoying our content. As you all know, we are nearing the general elections. And with me today, I am joined by Honorable Simon Mburu, who is vying for MP of Kikuyu constituency. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Sana.
Asante sana.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Simon Mburu Juguna. I am running for the seat of Member of Parliament of Kikuyu constituency. Yes.
Wow. Apart from politics and everything, what do you do?
I run a renewable energy company, Swan Energy Limited. We deal in solar power, to be specific. So we do solar backup systems, solar street lighting, and solar water heaters. So purely solar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are there job vacancies that maybe even after the show I can come and, ask for a job?
Well, at the moment, things are pretty thick. Business is slower. Of course, it's because it's an election year. So, yeah. But hopefully after the election, things will pick up and there will be more vacancies.
Where is the company located at?
Kikuyu.
Oh.
Yeah, Kikuyu town. Yeah.
Okay. Now, on to the big question. How are the campaigns?
Campaigns for our first-timer campaigns are tricky.
Oh, this is your first time?
Yes, this is my first time running for Member of Parliament of Kikuyu constituency.
Wow.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's interesting, it's challenging. I can say for a fact that I've gotten out of my comfort zone. It's good to put yourself out there, share your vision and manifesto with the people so that they can come out and vote for you in numbers. Yeah.
Are you the youngest or the people that you're running with?
In Kikuyu, we have 10 candidates, and in those 10 candidates, I'm the only youth. I'm the only young person. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, is it intimidating running with the older generation?
No, not really. I mean, I'm not afraid of competition. In fact, I embrace it. It's good to, put your best foot forward as a young person. Because, at the end of the day, we are the majority in this country. We take up over 70% of the country's population. So it's an honor running as a youth. Yeah.
Wow. It is said that the older guys or the older generation, they come with experience, they come with finances and all that. What do you think that, why do you think that people should vote for you instead of that older person?
Well, I'm bringing a fresh new outlook of leadership into Kikuyu. Fresh new ideas, not bringing back the old things that we are used to. So I sat down, drafted a manifesto, consulted far and wide with the older generation, also the younger generation, for me to know what are the issues and how do we tackle them. So yes, indeed, the older generation tends to command a lot of respect on the ground. So if you go and talk to, a grandmother, they will, have more trust on the on the older guy than the younger guy. So there's that challenge, but, it was expected. But you put your best foot forward, you sell your vision, what do you want to change, what do you want to improve, and hope for the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there was this argument just the other day that everybody that should or is vying should have a degree. Tell us, do you have any? And what do you actually think about it?
Well, on the degree topic, I'm well covered. I have a degree in International Business Administration, and I'm currently pursuing my master's degree. Okay. Are academic qualifications important? Yes. But then again, I think here in Kenya, we have a lot of contempt on education. So people have been trying to shelve that particular qualification so that anybody can run. You know, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can run for member of parliament, MCA, and governor. But to be honest, the issues that we have in this country are quite technical. So, for example, if I am not educated above the degree level, how am I going to, you know, draft a bill in parliament? How am I going to discuss things like taxes or unemployment, you know? So it's very important that we embrace academic qualifications for these positions. But if we want to move to the next level as a country.
Wow. So you think it's important?
It's very important.
Wow. Mahesh, why are you majoring on Agenda 77?
Okay, so my manifesto is titled Agenda 77.
Okay.
And the reason why we titled it Agenda 77 is because we are targeting the youth. Our main priority is the young people. And because the youth take up over 75% of this country's population, we saw it best to draft a manifesto that focuses on young people, on helping young people overcome the challenges of unemployment. That is one issue that has really affected us. And I would also want to say, if we don't fix our economy in the next 5-7 years, young people will not be able to retire. We'll be forced to work past retirement. So this is a do or die moment for us. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I didn't see it that way though. Let's talk about unemployment.
Yeah.
I totally believe hakuna kazi tu.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a thing. Hakuna tu job. There are no jobs. So Mahesh, how are you going to create job opportunities for us after all these years of being told there are jobs, we will bring jobs, we will create job opportunities? Okay, we would want to, I honestly would want to, I don't want to say see you try, but tell me about it.
Okay, so there are two approaches to tackling the issue of unemployment. One is improving the business environment. The reason why the unemployment levels have increased over the past couple of years is because businesses are not doing well. So everybody is trying to cut back on something. And because your profits are shrinking as a business, you are forced to lay down a few workers. You know, you tell them, okay, business is not doing so well. I'm forced to lay you off. So that ripple effect is what has caused the increase in unemployment levels. So the next government, and I'm hoping and praying that I be part of the next government, we have to improve the business environment. And the one way we do that is by having a favorable tax regime. Businesses are being highly taxed here in Kenya. I mean, the cost of fuel has just increased yesterday, you know, by 9 shillings. That's a lot. And the reason why we are being overtaxed is because we became too reliant on debt. So the Jubilee government borrowed and borrowed and borrowed money, and now we are being forced to pay. So to pay, the government has to increase taxes. So we have to find out, how do we have a favorable tax regime that supports the responsibilities that the government has financially and also is very favorable to the business owners. The second approach is giving young people skills. So there's a very sad statistic here in Kenya that 70% of the kids who graduate out of high school do not make it to university. So we're losing 70% of our workforce.
Wow.
So the one thing that we have to do is upgrade our polytechnics to national level. Forget about village polytechnics. Let's have national polytechnics, that somebody graduates from Form 4, you get into a polytechnic, and then you study a skill. You get a skill that you can, can help you earn money either through self-employment or you are employed somewhere.
Because I'm just tending to think, these very people that don't have jobs, how then do we expect them to vote?
Okay, I can say for a fact that there's a lot of voter apathy amongst young people.
Yeah.
Young people are not interested in voting.
Yeah.
And I can understand why. They've been disappointed by the past government, I mean the current government. So for the past 10 years, they've been promised so many things and none of them have been delivered. I mean, how is it that Kazi kwa Vijana is being revived a few months to the election?
Yeah.
I mean, it's dangling the carrot in front of the horse. So, and we have to watch out for some of these tactics. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think the young generation, myself and a lot of people out there, we are interested with anything that has to do with politics.
Yeah.
Honestly, mimi nikiulizwa, if I'm asked, I am not interested. But because I wanted to change my perspective today, and all of you people that are out there, I'm so interested in understanding what is the one thing, apart from employment,
Yeah.
what is the one thing that should make me wake up that morning? I'm very bet on it. Line inakwanga huko, the line.
Yeah.
What should make you to wake up that early morning? Mahesh, what can you tell somebody out there? Kwa nini amke? Why should they wake up that morning?
Okay. One, it's your responsibility to wake up in the morning.
Mahesh, let me even catch you from there. Don't even say about responsibility.
Okay.
Because every day
Yeah.
we are told, every season, it is your responsibility to change the government. You create the kind of government you want. Last season,
Yeah.
we created this government that we are seeing right now.
Yeah.
The same one we are still told to go and change.
Yeah.
I think this is maybe what I would maybe think, that apart from us voting, I also think that the youth should just get into politics as well.
Oh yes, there's that. Okay, let me see whether I can answer this question.
Okay.
So the youth are not interested in politics.
We are not interested?
Yes, we're not interested at all in politics. And part of the reason why we're not so much interested in politics is because it's the same people who have been in government
Yeah.
that are running for office.
Wow, yeah.
The same guys who got us into debt, who stole billions of Kenya shillings, are the same ones who are running right now. So what we have to do is make better decisions come August. So it means you have to sit down and really critically think about who are you going to elect as your MCA? Who are you going to elect as your member of parliament? Who are you going to elect as your senator, as your women rep, as your governor, as your president? We have 6 ballot papers to choose from. If you're not satisfied with the presidential candidates, you can choose the rest. You can choose a member of parliament. You can choose an MCA. So not all hope is lost, right?
Mhesh, we saw an incident, for example, of Bahati, the Mathare MP.
Okay.
And that confused us, because this is a young man trying, or that says we are hoping that he has the heart for Mathare. Truly, he wants just to change Mathare.
Okay.
But what happened? Things went the way they went. I don't want to say how they went, but things went the way they wanted to go. Now, I've interacted with so many people out there, and they keep saying that even if we wake up to vote, it's already decided. So that's why, even for what we saw with His Excellency Bahati, it was Nikitutu, it was already there. Like, they are not expecting, even if we wake up and vote, we feel like it's already decided.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would want to say that it's not yet decided. And the reason why I say that is because we have a very good constitution that has 2 bodies right now which are protecting us. One is the IEBC. It's an independent commission. And yes, sometimes they have dropped the ball. And I can confidently say that this coming general election, they have one simple goal. Get it right the first time.
Really?
Not the second time, not the third time, the first time.
That's their goal?
Yes, get it right the first time.
Okay.
Get the election right the first time. We do not need a repeat, all right?
Yeah.
The second body that I feel really protects the interest of Kenyans is the Supreme Court. I mean, we saw the last presidential election annulled. We saw the BBI report thrown out, right? So we have two bodies that we can confidently say that are, our watchdogs. So it's not yet decided. We are the ones to decide. I would want to say this. In as much as the presidential seat and the deputy president is important, the president cannot run the government alone. He needs a good parliament to run, all right?
Yeah.
He doesn't make unilateral decisions. So if we have a good, strong parliament, if we get it wrong at the president and we get it right at parliament, we are safe.
For real?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Because, case for example, it's parliament that decided to increase our debt ceiling twice. All right? It's parliament that drafts bill concerning the budget and finance and the increase in taxes. All this has to do with parliament. So if we have a good parliament, the country is going to run really smoothly. But also, it's also very important for us to have a good president. I can say that. It's just that...
but the body is on the member of parliament. Yeah,
the member of parliament for me it's critical. It's critical because a lot of decisions passed through that floor and they are life-changing decisions, all right? So take, for example, fuel. It's parliament that gave the go-ahead for VAT to be introduced in fuel, all right? That increased the price of fuel, okay? So in as much as we want to peg all our hopes on the president, we need to get it right at the parliamentary level.
My God, that's so interesting. Now, when you look at the state of the nation now, we will not even talk about, should we even talk about it? We're looking at taxes, we're in debt, things are so up there. What do you think that the new government should do? If we elect you today, what do you think should be done?
Okay, when it comes to debt and taxes, the one thing that we should do is have a favorable budget. The problem with the Jubilee government is they've been drafting budgets that are too extra. So you find our national budget and our national revenue are not at par. So we are forced to go and borrow money so that we can fill in the gap of the national revenue. So if we have a good harmonized budget that we can say, okay, good, we have raised 2.2 trillion Kenya shillings in terms of revenue.
Yes.
Let our budget reflect that. Let's not go to 3, all right? And even if we go to 3, it's not such a huge percentage, So if we live within our means, we'll be safe. But then again comes the question of how do you grow a country if you do not borrow? The Jubilee government has been trying to grow our economy by, developing infrastructure projects. So like Thika Road, the expressway, the port, the SGR. So they forgot about the private sector. What Kibaki did is he prioritized growing the private sector. And that's why everybody was comfortable. Because money was flowing around. So we have to shift the gear. We have to now focus on growing the private sector.
I think the Girl Child has really been empowered. But not so much. Are you planning to empower the Girl Child more?
My primary focus is on the boy child. I think that the boy child has been forgotten. And it's high time that we equal the playing.
You guys have everything.
No, not really. We have more young people addicted to drugs. we have more young people in prison, all right? We have more young people being frustrated by cops.
Mahesh, you said more young people,
All right.
not boy child.
More young men. Let me be specific. We have more young men addicted to drugs.
Okay.
We have more young men in prisons. We have more young men being frustrated by cops in the streets of Nairobi. I mean, if you are a boda rider, you're gonna face the wrath of the cops. And it's just the other day that they were frustrated by the presidential order. And
Mahesh, what did they do?
Let me add on that. Let me add on to that. Every single day, there's going to be a boda accident in this country. And because 99% of those riders are young men,
Mahesh,
we'll have young men in hospital with spinal cord injuries. So,
Mahesh,
yeah.
if you bring that boda issue, let me tell you, we will not finish this show today.
I can...
Because what they did that day, not one person,
Okay.
they harassed a woman.
Yeah.
One woman, not 10 women that were trying to harass the men.
All right.
So I think, okay, this is, I've never thought about this up to today, but I think sometimes empowering the men, they will tend to just, sit on us, but mishandle us sometimes. Like when you just touched about the boda guys, what they did, they the word shouldn't even be mishandled. They
Okay.
dealt with that woman. They, not one person.
Yeah.
And it was because of an accident. The woman, akwana toroka. The woman wasn't even running away, for
Okay.
heaven's sake.
That I understand, and I can confidently say that situation wasn't good at all.
Yeah.
But how would you punish a whole industry because of the mistakes of a few individuals?
Because it's not the first time.
I know it's not the first time, and I'm hoping it will be the last time.
Yeah.
But we have to give our young people, especially the boy child, sustainable jobs, because I honestly don't think that the transport industry is the best we can offer to our young people.
Yeah.
So I think we have to sort of shift gears. But for me, my priority is empowering the boy child. I have to defend the boy child. I honestly think if we do not empower the boy child, we put our whole society at risk. We put our whole society at risk because he's tomorrow's leader. He's tomorrow's breadwinner. All right? He's tomorrow's father. So we have to look into the boy child with a little bit of focus. I can say that.
I'm trying to think about it. I'm really trying to think about it. But I tend to also agree with you a little bit, just a little bit, because the boy child is the provider.
Yeah.
And if he's suffering, trust me, the family is suffering as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching me from, allow us to hold this conversation up to this point. Please watch out and look out for the next episode of this conversation with Mahesh Miwa. See you.